So in this video, I'm going to tell you about my 10 productivity techniques that I use almost every day for my full-time work, but also for my online business. And I hope that this will help you also in your projects. So I'm going to present you my 10 techniques, and I will also rank them based on my experience. I will be ranking them based on their impact. So basically there will be low impact productivity techniques, there will be medium impact and high impact productivity techniques. I will be ranking them based on my experience in this particular period of time, because this may also change, depending on your projects, depending on the time period, and yeah, this may vary. Alright, well, number one, Pomodoro. You may have heard about this. There's so many apps that help you to basically set the time and work on the things that you want to work on, and then you will have a notification or an alarm telling you, for example, okay, you have worked for 25 minutes, now take 5 minutes break, and this will continue throughout the day or throughout a couple of hours. Or you may set your Pomodoro for like 2 hours, and then you will work for 2 hours, and then you will have an alarm to have a break. However, this is for me low impact, and I must say that I don't even use it at all, because basically when I actually start doing things, I don't really want to be interrupted by any notification, any alarm or anything. And especially if I set 25 minutes to do something, and what if I'm still not done with it? And it's absolutely fine if I will spend, instead of 25, 40 minutes on it. Or for example, if you need just more time, for example, let's say you are researching about a topic, and let's say you didn't find the information that you need, but your 25 minutes are gone, and so what? Do you consider that you have accomplished it? Of course no, because it's all about the result and not about checking the boxes. So this is totally not for me, it's not working for me, and when I sit down to do things, I remember to get up when I'm done with it. So it can be 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, depending on what it is. But again, it's my experience. Maybe it's absolutely fine for you, which is totally fine, but for me, it's low impact. Now the next one is delegating. Delegating is so important, especially considering that you cannot do everything by yourself. Now, having this online business, I was doing completely everything by myself. Of course, my boyfriend would help me with the setup, with the light, with recording and everything. However, the researching of the topics and then scripting, or like having a plan what I'm going to include, what is the content of the video, and then editing, posting, creating content, sharing it on social media platforms, replying to emails and messages and comments. This is sometimes very overwhelming, and I was thinking, okay, I need to already delegate some part of it, because I don't really want to spend time on the things that I'm not even good at. For example, video editing, I'm not good at it. And I was thinking, okay, I need to maybe delegate the video editing part at least, because for a 10 minutes video, I spend maybe 2 or even 3 hours editing a video. So this would be a great thing for me to delegate. Then I would have 2-3 hours per video to do something else which is more important and which would bring my online business even further. It also depends on what you want to delegate, because for video editing it was quite complicated for me. But for example, if you would like to have a logo which is not very urgent, you can wait for a week or two, that's absolutely fine. You can find someone who will design a logo for you on Upwork. Again, you will need to kind of discuss with them, communicate properly what you want, which colors, how you like it, what to include, what not to include, which shape you would like it to have. But yeah, that's absolutely fine to delegate this one smaller things. But for bigger projects like video editing, I decided for myself that I will have a video editor only when I will be able to pay a decent salary, at least part-time, but decent salary for the person to be also dedicated to it and also do it professionally, so that I don't really waste so much time on explaining every single detail. So this is again low impact for me at this point, but definitely it's one of the best things you can ever do if you have money. Then time blocking. Number 3 for me is time blocking, and this works so well for me. It works perfect when I have to do my job-related tasks, my assignments at work. I block my calendar so that I know already what I need to do and when, and it also helps for my online projects. So for example, if I would work on Saturday on my online projects, on my online business or side project, then I would also block all my hours in the calendar to know, okay, I'm working from 9 till 8, for example, and I may include, of course, breaks there as well. But for example, I would know that, okay, Saturday I wake up and it's a working day for me, so I'm doing this, and this, and I'm not spending time, I'm not wasting actually time thinking, okay, what I'm gonna do on Saturday, because Saturday is for me a full-time day which I can dedicate to working on my projects. So blocking time on my calendar helps me a lot. This works like perfectly for me. I can, for example, on Friday, I plan my whole week for my full-time job for the next week, and I also plan everything for Saturday and after work if I want to work on it after work. So I plan also these periods of time, hours blocked on my calendar, and that I don't really waste time on thinking and guessing and changing and planning, but I sit down and do and it's done. So this is definitely high impact for me. Number 4 of my productivity techniques is the calendar. I use it daily. I use Google Calendar, which is absolutely game changer for me, not only because of the time blocking, but also because I have all my appointments, all my calls, all my to-dos, everything is on my calendar. If I would use only one tool to make sure that everything is done, that would be my Google Calendar, because everything is there. And in the next videos, I will be even showing you how you can use Google Calendar not only for calendar, but for everything that you will need. So Google Calendar is definitely also high impact for me. I would like to specify this as a separate productivity technique, so the next one will be color coding of the calendar. I know that it's still calendar, but color coding is another thing that you can do on your calendar to help you even more. So that you don't waste your time reading, but you just have a look at the colors and then you know what project you're working on or what is it. For example, all my calls are red because I know that this is a blocked time with someone else. I will use another color which will be then for my separate project. And I will use other tasks for my job which are flexible, which I plan to do, but these are not appointments with someone else and I can easily move them if I haven't completed them today, or if something came up and I had to change my priorities. So the color coding helps me a lot, and this is definitely high impact for me. The next productivity technique for me is batching, and by batching I mean anything that you can do in one day or in one go, which will bring you a result for a longer period of time. So for example, earlier I would edit a video, or I would actually record a video once per week, and then I would have just one video for that week. And for the next week I had to think, oh my god, I don't have time, I have to do this on the weekend, for example. But now it's totally different, because of course it comes with experience and with the speed of your ability, your skills to do things faster. But now, for example, on one Saturday I can record 3 to 4 videos depending on the content, depending on the complexity, and then I have already 3-4 videos for the whole month. Now batching really helped me because, for example, again, the same example, if I would like to record a video, so much goes into it rather than sitting and talking or doing something in front of the camera, but you need to think about the light, about the sound, about the setup, about the background, about everything. And all these things together take a lot of time, so it's kind of pre-recording actions that you have to do, which are also a lot of time. And if let's say that everything takes 1 hour just to even prepare everything to record a video, then you will need to actually spend 1 hour every week on Saturday to basically record one video. But if you're already skilled enough to record 2, 3, 4 videos in one go, then you spend only 1 hour to set up everything for your videos, and then you can have 3 videos one after another with coffee breaks, of course, but still you save a lot of time. And this is game changer for me. This is definitely high priority for me. Productivity technique number 7 for me is learning with double speed. I've learned so much from YouTube videos from people who are much more experienced than myself and who can have these amazing videos out there free for everyone to learn and to apply for themselves. And instead of just watching the whole video as it is, I am very comfortable now with watching the videos with double speed, which then decreases the time that you need to learn the one thing, but then you learn about it basically in less time. This is definitely, again, I would say a very useful thing, but it's not a game changer still. So I would say that this has a medium impact for me. Productivity technique number 8 is goals. For me, goals is something that it's not a dream, it's an actionable plan that I really know what I want to achieve in which period of time and what I need to do for it. So I have already a couple of videos about goals, but I think it's something that's a game changer, so it's definitely high impact for me, because if without goals you will get somewhere, you will do something, but you don't really know what you will achieve with it. And having clear goals which are still flexible, don't get me wrong, you don't set very strict goals and you don't change them for a year or so, absolutely not. You can still keep them flexible. Goals is something that I find very important and definitely having very high impact on whatever I do. Connected to goals is planning, and that's my productivity technique number 9, because you cannot have goals, as I've already mentioned, and not having a plan of actions, of steps, basically giving you clarity on what you need to do to achieve that goal. Planning, knowing what are under the goals, what are the actions that you have to achieve first, which will bring you closer to this goal, is also important. So planning, definitely. My morning routine is after stretching, having a coffee and planning the day or the week or even month. Sometimes I plan even the whole month what I'm going to do based again on my quarterly goals and my monthly goals. And if you haven't seen the videos about the goals, my previous videos, you can watch it here. But basically the idea here is to connect goals with your plan. And it's very important to have these clear actions, clear steps. So planning is definitely high impact for me. And productivity technique number 10 for me is to-do lists. So this for me is definitely a low impact, because of course I have to-do lists, and to-do lists for me is is kind of a set of smaller things that I'm doing. For example, it can be to call someone, or to clarify something, to remember to send something on a specific day, or all these kind of smaller things, but it's not really project steps. So still you can have to-do lists, and I think also to-do lists are a little bit overwhelming, because you will constantly add more and more and more. And I'm very curious to know which one of these techniques you already apply, or you will start to apply, which one you felt that it's more impactful for you. So please write it down in the comments under this video. And if you would like to see more videos about productivity, goals, online business, and you can of course subscribe to this channel, click on that bell icon to activate all notifications so that you see all my next videos as well. And you can also join of course our growing community of successful people, and I will see you in the next video.